Hey, my name is Cody. I have a Glowforge, and the software I use is Inkscape, and I've been creating more files lately, and I've been running into this issue. I haven't seen a video on it. I don't know, maybe there is, but I figured I'd make this just in case it can help somebody else because it's been very frustrating for me. The issue I run into is I'll create something, some sort of drawing, or find an SVG. Maybe I'll make a drawing in Procreate, or an SVG has lines, and I'll pull it into Inkscape. And what it does is it creates a path on the outside of the line and the inside of the line. And I prefer to score things rather than engrave when I can, obviously, because it's so much faster than the Glowforge having to go back and forth and engrave. And I don't like this like little double score line. Like on a font, you need to find a single line font, yada yada, but I couldn't figure out with images. And I know that there's several ways to do this. And people will show you going in and deleting like individual little nodes one at a time, and that just takes forever. So this is a little way that I found that makes it a little faster. I hope this helps someone. Let me know in the comments if you like it, or if there's another way that you like to do this. If you're interested in buying a Glowforge, I have my referral code that gives you money off depending on what machine you want to buy. So if you'd use my referral code, that'd be super awesome because no one's ever used it, and I can prove to my husband that this video wasn't a complete waste of time. Thanks. Here it is. Into this issue a lot where there's something I like and an SVG that I like, and I want to pull it into my Glowforge and I want it to score the lines. But what happens is it always creates this double score line around whatever line is in the image. So I found this really nice heart SVG that I really like. And I'm going to show you what it looks like. So I'm importing it into Inkscape. I downloaded the SVG, and then I went to File, Import, and I pulled it into Inkscape. Now, if this is like a JPEG or something, you're going to have to trace the bitmap, but this is already an SVG. So you'll see like there's already little paths, so I don't need to do that. But what happens is, so I'm gonna change the color on this. So there's a fill color and there's a stroke color. I took out the fill by just clicking this X down here. That makes the fill color go away. And then I did Shift and I pressed the black so that you can see the individual strokes. So now if I zoom in here, can't really see. So let's change the stroke width. Go up here to this little paintbrush and you go to stroke style. And I like to change it to like a 0.01 millimeter. And now we're gonna zoom in. You can see all these little swirls. Now, how they were in the image was just a single line doing these little knotted swirls. And I really like that effect, but I want to score it. I don't want to engrave it. So I just wanted to score one individual line. But right now, if we go to the path tool over here, you can see that it's a duplicate line. So the glazer is going to do a double score for each line that you have, and I don't like that. I just wanted to do one. I wanted to do one little swirl. So the way I do it is what people will show you is that you can delete every single node on this path, but as you can see, one, that would take forever, and two, it's hard to see because it's all like knotted together. So as long as there's two separate lines, you can select one of them, you can break it apart, select one, and delete. But you can see right here and right here, it connects the two lines. So I can't do that right now. So I have to make these two lines separate first. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to click one of these nodes. I'm going to hold down the shift key, click the other node. I'm going to go up here, and this makes the segment between the two nodes disappear. So I'm going to click that, and now it's separated. Now here, I'm not an Inkscape pro. I'm just showing you what works for me. When it's two big ones like that, you can do that. But when there's a little one, you just click it and click delete, and it just deletes that segment. I don't know why. You can totally feel free to let me know. So now that the two lines are completely separate, you can break it apart. So you go up here and do path, break apart. And now I have two separate lines. So instead of going in and deleting every single line, I can just click the inner one. And there's two ways to do this. You can click the inner one, then you can use the select tool and then click delete, and it'll disappear. Or what I do, so I don't have to come back up here, let's go back, because I already have the node tool selected, is when I click this, I have an Apple, so I do Command A, and it'll select all those nodes, and then I click delete. And now it's gone, and now I'll have a single score line. Hope that this helps someone.